Well, good morning. Today is Friday, December 1st. It is Rabbit, first day of the month. Oh my gosh, just seems like it was just November yesterday. Um, I know, I have a weird sense of humor. This sweatshirt here, look at, I bought in 1995. Look how new that Adidas looks. And you know why that is? Because starting in 1996, I kept going up, and the sweatshirt never fit. So I kept it in my closet as a reminder that I could get back to it, because this is just an extra large. All my other sweatshirts are an extra large. So this is just an extra large, and I thought today, you know what? I'm feeling pretty light today. Let's try it on. And it fit. I love it. So I'm gonna wear this today because it matches my hat that I got from West Virginia Running Don. His wife Stacy's been wearing the hat I sent him. I sent him a Michigan hat. You know, if I'm gonna represent his state, he's gotta represent my state. So he's a runner. I'll never run in my life, but sometimes I think that I'm running with him. In my mind, I know, but it's never going to happen. But I had knee replacements, and so they said that's too much of a strain. So I mean, it's not like I can't physically. Well, I can't physically do it. Mentally, I know I can do it now, but I don't want to wreck up my new knees. So when I got them, they said they'd last for 20 years, and I got them when I got them young. They didn't want to give them to me because I was so young, but listen to me, because I was so young. I got them 10 years ago. I was 57. So I got my one knee when I was 56 and my other knee when I was 57. But the ones I got, because back then it was just starting out doing it, they said that would only last for about 20 years. So I have 10 more years left on these treads, so I'm gonna be very careful with them. You can't really tell because I'm in the garage, but we got frost last night, and I checked the sidewalk out, and it doesn't look like there's ice. But I'm going to be very careful when I walk, and it's not going to keep me from walking. For breakfast, usual. What am I going to have? Come on, tell me. How do you know? How do you know so much about me? How can you guess? But yeah, you're right. I'm going to have my egg and my berries, my banana and my grapefruit, my tea and my water. And then for dinner, I'm going to have a tuna wrap. I'm going to make tuna with some celery and a tablespoon of Miracle Whip. I'm going to put it on, I have an extreme wellness wrap. I'm going to put it on that. And then I'm going to have probably some cottage cheese with it and a salad and a glass of iced tea. And Antrax bites. You can tell your husband he doesn't need to worry about Jim eating. The reason I never show Jim's meat, well, Jim won't eat a salad. Very rarely does Jim eat a salad. I can count on this hand how many times I've seen Jim eat a salad. But he works afternoons, so I have my own dinner. So he makes his dinner before he goes, and it's usually like a pot pie or something, or sandwiches or something, or leftovers from, if I made something, like if I make chicken, I'll make an extra piece of chicken for him, and then he'll just, bring it to work with him the next day. So Ann, tell your husband, don't worry about Jim. He can get along just fine. Jim was a cook when I met, well, he wasn't when I met him, but he was a cook. He was a short order cook. And when he went in the Army, he was a cook in the Army. So he knows how to cook. He makes a mean meatloaf. He does. And he makes really good, I don't eat them, but the kids love them, fried eggs. I don't like a fried egg. And he makes all kinds of that, like with his venison. When he does, I know a lot of people don't like that. I'm not a game eater. I don't eat gamey meat like that, but he eats everything. He doesn't put any. He uses every bit of that animal, and he puts it to good use. And he makes steaks and roasts and meatloafs and burgers and jerky. And what else does he make? Oh, he even eats the heart and the liver, and I mean he eats what he can eat out of that deer, and he gets so that freezer there, that's all deer meat, and he'll eat it. It'll be gone before the winter's over. Not me so much. My boys like it, but what else was I going to say? Oh, and Julie Courtney, don't try to tempt the movie buff. That was from Caddyshack. I love that movie. I watched so many movies in my life. My favorite all-time movie of all time that I could watch over and over and over is To Kill a Mockingbird. I just love that movie. I just love that movie. And Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, you're going the wrong way. How does he know which way we're going? I love that movie too. My favorite line too on that one is, "Those aren't pillows." You'd have to watch the movie to know what it really was. But so anyway, I know I'm in a goofy mood today. I was going to go with Jim because he's going for his pre-op visit for the eye doctor, but he wanted to go by himself because he wanted to do some running afterwards. I think he's going to go Christmas shopping myself. So I said, okay, fine. So I just rolled over, went back to sleep. But now I'm up, and the sun is shining. The sun came out today. I love it. And I might not need this hood up, but I like to keep my ears warm. And in the coming weeks, you're going to see a surprise because I bought a funny hat yesterday when I was shopping, Christmas shopping. I found a hat that, it's not really funny, but it looked warm and it was different from what I normally wear. And even Jim laughed at it when he saw it. He says, "You laugh at me when I wear a hat like that." And I do. But now I know when I tried it on and I felt how warm it was, I realized that the baseball caps that I wore all last winter were just not keeping my head warm enough. So the trick to losing weight, keep yourself busy. I know that's the one everybody tells you, but I was so busy yesterday doing everything that I didn't really think about eating. I think a lot of people eat, well, at least I do, more out of boredom than actually hunger. And a lot of it's out of thirst, so I drink a lot of water. And I'm just learning a little bit more about myself each day. You know, I'm 67, but I'm still learning about myself. And you could too. Think about it. Just sit for a minute and think, am I really, really hungry? Really. I've told you in the past that I suffer from panic attacks, and so I always give myself a 1 to 10 scale, and that's how many minutes I wait. I do that now with my food. I say, am I really that hungry? Am I that hungry that in 5 minutes I'm going to want to eat? And then I wait 5 minutes, and then I usually get busy doing something else because this wackadoodle brain goes on to something else quicker than anything. Okay, babbled long enough. Let's go. Let's go for our walk. Oh my gosh, was that a beautiful walk. It's, I forgot to tell you, it was 31-29 with the wind chill, but my gosh, it felt like 50. It was nice with the sun out. It's just beautiful out here. I did see a couple dog walkers and some guy repairing a windshield on a truck. So there's people out here, there really are. So, sorry Michelle for my everyday wife life. I didn't get to walk with you yesterday because it was pouring rain. I did get my 7,500 steps in though, because I did a lot of running around yesterday. Not running, but you know what I mean. And plan on hitting that goal again today. I got a few things I got to do today. So, I thought the FedEx truck was coming here because I have something coming from FedEx. From the Music Man. Well, the Wells Fargo train, it's coming into town. It's coming into town. I didn't sing that right, but that's from Music Man. And that was with Opie from Andy Griffith, Ron Howard. Singing about the Wells Fargo truck. Oh well, enough of my singing. Do you hear that? It's all the dogs in the neighborhood howling, saying stop. Okay, here's time for my breakfast. So I started my day with a prayer. I drank 52 ounces of water so far. I've walked 7,903 steps. My quote is, ask yourself, is what you're doing today getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow? 34 smart points, 2 for my egg, 4 for my English muffin, 2 for my 2 teaspoons of peanut butter, and 0 for the berries, grapefruit, banana, tea, and water. 8-point breakfast, so I have 26 points left for the day. And Jim's making his dinner because Ann got bites. His husband worries that I don't feed you.
She doesn't.
I do, but he's making his dinner because he's got to go to work. I'm eating breakfast. He's going to work. Okay, it's time for dinner, and here I have my dinner. It is 2 points for my flatbread. That's the wellness wrap. 1 point for a can of Star-Kissed white tuna. 1 point for 1 tablespoon of just regular Miracle Whip. 3 points for a half a cup of 4% cottage cheese, which I have a half a cup.
0 for the salad, which I have tomatoes. Oh, I forgot to add my feta cheese. 6 points for 2 tablespoons of poppy seed dressing, and 2 points for the feta cheese, which I forgot to add. So I really, it's a 15-point dinner, and so I have, what do you call it, 11 left. Let me add that now. Because I like to go back every once in a while. If I don't have a really good loss, or if I have a gain, I like to see where I made my mistake. So, there we go. Let's go eat dinner. Little preview of my Christmas decorations. Well, I had another busy day today. I did a little bit of running. I went to the dollar store, and I went to Lowe's, and I went to Kroger's, and it was Cindy's birthday today, which was Jimmy's first wife. I hate saying ex-daughter-in-law because she's still part of the family, but I bought her a piece of Saunders Bumpy Cake, which is one of my favorites. But I bought her they sell them in individual packages at Kroger's in the refrigerated section. It's a chocolate cake with a chocolate frosting, and then it's got like little bumps in it with whipped cream stuffed in it. It's very good. But I only bought one, and I got her card and put her little gift in there and brought it over to her house. She was working. I have a key to the house, so I just put it in the kitchen for her. And then where else did I go? Oh, I went to Walgreens. My mother had taken so many home movies and didn't label not one of them. And so we brought them into Walgreens to get them converted from the film into a DVD because nobody has a projector anymore. And it was quite fun to watch. I don't know how to edit. If I could figure out how to edit, I'd show you that the one is Halloween in 1964 when I would have been 14. Look at me, and I was still trick-or-treating. I thought that I was stopped when I was 12. But it was kind of in Jimmy's baptism. And I have a bouffant hair. My hair was like that high because my sister-in-law was going to beauty school and she needed a guinea pig to try out different hairstyles with, and so she tried one out with me, and ooh, if I could figure out how to put that on to put it on my videos here, I'll do it. I don't know how to do it, but I'll figure it out somehow. And then it was just fun. It was just fun watching it. So there's so many movies, so I turned in 5 more reels today. It takes about a month. So Mary and Mike and Denise and I have decided that we're going to do that once a month. It's expensive though, because I think we got 5 films. I think it was $160, but that's $40 each. So I'm going to spend $40 a month. Going to budget that into my new plan, and just to have some happy memories and to see what we have, because my mother didn't label that one thing. So we'll see. The bad thing is there's not going to be anything of my mom because she was always the one taking the movies, but we got a couple glimpses of my dad. My dad did not like being on film, but it was nice to see. So I'm going to go to Weight Watchers tomorrow, hopefully have a loss. And Bertie and I have plans for tomorrow night. I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. And that's a cliffhanger, so you got to come back. You got to come back. And other than that, that's about it. So like the video, subscribe if you're new to my channel, leave a comment, and share if you think it'll help somebody. So I'll see you guys in the morning.